Now what we can do is go ahead and adjust this so we can edit individual pieces. You can see that as you click and drag on this, even though we know that this is a bunch of paths, we can't seem to select each of these paths. Even if you double click trying to go into a group image, and you can see I'm inside and in isolation mode, I can't click on these paths individually. So I'm gonna go ahead and double click outside of this to get out of isolation mode and select the image back. I'm gonna go to properties over here. Properties, if I scroll down, my quick actions have changed. I no longer can crop the image, I no longer can image trace it again, but I can expand it. And what expand does is it allows you to adjust each individual path separately. So right now, all the paths are together. And if we expand it, it'll separate them all so we can adjust them individually. So I'm gonna go ahead and expand. When I click expand, you'll see that it'll, again, we'll go through this process of trying to make sure that you're able to use all the different paths. You can even see that mine is having a little bit of a struggle bus, but there it goes. And I can see all the paths. I can see every single shape inside of here. And now if I double click on it, you can see that I'm in a grouped path rather than an image trace, and I can select individual pieces, like this green right here. And then on my keyboard, I can just hit delete. Delete on my keyboard will remove that. Same thing for this blue here and here, but here's what's really cool. What if I don't want any of this blue, right? I don't want any of the blue. I can click on one piece of the blue. I can go to object and, select same fill color, and it will find everything with the same fill color, including this blue here and this blue here. Now, it will also grab the blue on the eye and the tongue, which we can adjust. Like I can go and deselect the tongue real quick because I can go back and change those colors. So now that none of those are selected, I've got every other blue, and I can hit delete on my keyboard and it will delete all the blue pieces. I can do the same thing for the green. So I can select the green and go same fill color, delete those. And then right here, I can click and drag across these shapes and delete them in the background. So this is a really great way for you to be able to get your animal in a vectorized view. Look at that. No background. I can go back in. I can adjust this whenever I need to. This is exactly what I'm looking for, right? And it's a vectorized version of my animal. I can resize all together and everything like that. Now, I can also go in and adjust everything. So right now I can double click onto the image and I can go ahead and select these blue pieces. So hold shift on my keyboard and select the blue pieces. Go to the fill color over here on the left and change it to whatever color I want. Like maybe I want to make it like a nice little pink or red, right? Okay, cool. And actually, I would say we would think it'd be pink and red, but really the tongue of a giraffe is more gray. I only know that because I really like giraffes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit more of like a gray color. So let's see here. Like this. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So now I've got a giraffe. That's looking pretty good. What's really cool as we move through here is that you can actually separate pieces out from an image trace too. So like this is all grouped together and it's going to stay grouped together, which is fine. And I'm going to go ahead and actually go to my artboard here and I'm going to adjust my artboard to be the space around my giraffe so I can see the full thing because my giraffe was not 800 by 800 when I started. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create a new artboard. So I've got this image trace as an example, and now we're going to go create a new artboard. So using our artboard tool, I'm just going to go out here and draw one. If I hold shift, it'll make it be, you know, not a perfect square. Apparently it's going to make it a rectangle. That's not cool. Okay. So I'm just going to go make an artboard. It doesn't really matter what size it is because what we're going to do is bring in something that has a pixel version that is not a picture, but is like an icon. So let's go ahead and let's search for an icon that is, you know, a music icon. So we can go music icon, right? And if we go to images here, you can see there's tons of music icons. And maybe, oh, I like this one. Let's go grab this one with the 9. I can count. No, yep, 9 different music icons. Okay, so I'm going to right click this and I'm going to open image in the new tab, get the biggest version, copy it, and come bring it into Illustrator. So you want this one that has 6. So I just searched for music icon. It's like the first one over here on Vector Stalker. It's on the side. Okay, paste that in here. Perfect. This has a background. It's got lots of different shapes, but if I zoom in, it pixelates. So what if I want to use one of these icons, right? Now let's talk about copyright.